Am I the asshole for refusing to keep teaching my boyfriend basic life skills? This one's tearing me apart. What's your gut telling you? Hit me in the comments with your advice or a story that hits close to home. I, 23, female, and my boyfriend, 25, male, moved in together a few weeks ago. He has always lived at home with his parents, where his mother did literally everything for him. Laundry, cooking, cleaning, all that. So when he moved in with me, he asked me to help him learn how to do things. And at first, I thought it was kind of cute. I figured we would start with cooking since it is a basic life skill, and he does like food. So every night while I cooked, he would hang around the kitchen, helping in small ways while I explained what I was doing, how to chop things, when to season things, and what to watch for on the stove. Then, this week, I found a few very simple recipes, things he already likes, and told him to try cooking on his own. He tried for a bit, then suddenly did not know how to cut things or said, "It just tastes better when you do it." And I ended up stepping in like always. It is not just cooking either. I have been doing most of the laundry, cleaning the bathroom, picking up after him, and even reminding him to take the trash out. When I ask him to help, he gives me this look like he has never even heard of a vacuum cleaner before. Sometimes he will start something, then get kind of stuck or confused, and just wait for me to finish it. Sometimes he just does not do it at all, like he knows if he waits long enough, I will get annoyed and just do it myself. I told him I did not sign up to be his second mother and that he needs to let go of this whole "I cannot do it" thing he pulls to get out of helping. I am pretty sure it is weaponized incompetence at this point. Even if he would not call it that, it feels like that is exactly what is happening. Because he is not incapable. So, I do not think he understands how draining it is to constantly have to guide or encourage him through everything, like I am the only one responsible for noticing what needs to get done. It is not just doing the chores. It is thinking about them, keeping track, following up, and then feeling like the bad guy when I ask for basic help. He got kind of upset after I said that and told me relationships are about helping each other, and that maybe I could be a little nicer to him or something. But I do not understand. I have been helping so much already. It is just really frustrating when I ask him to do the simplest things, and he is like, "I do not know how," or "You do it way better." I told my mother, and she said I should be grateful he even wants to learn at all. He thinks maybe I just do not want to help him understand or be more patient with him. But I do not think it is too much to expect a 25-year-old grown man to at least try to figure out how to do basic things without me holding his hand every step of the way. So yes, am I the asshole? Commenter 1. That is just weaponized incompetence. I understand asking for help at first, but it is not hard to pick up any of those skills. He is just pretending not to know how so he can make you do it. Not the asshole. Oh, absolutely. Original poster. Go back to doing just your laundry, cook for yourself, and clean only what you mess up. The petty side of me thinks that you should only make half of the bed or vacuum only your side of the room. You get the point. No, forget that half-measure stuff. Send his weaponized incompetence self back to his parents to finish raising him. That is nonsense. Edited to add. I am getting some well-deserved pushback for saying mommy rather than parents, and why I am giving the dad a pass. I do not give the dad a pass. I misspoke. Society tends to put the bulk of child-rearing squarely on the mothers, and I, unfortunately, allowed that bias to frame my comment. The fact that this young man behaves the way he does is because, most likely, this was how he was raised. His father did nothing, and his mother did all of the housework, chores, and so forth. So, he believes he can just relax, while he has his substitute mother take care of him. Regardless, how he is behaving is nonsense. And women need to stop putting up with it. Evidently, that job will never be done if it never began, and he is 25. His mother did him no favors. He is now a mixture of true incompetence and weaponized incompetence. When my boys were younger, and sometimes it took more effort to make them do the work versus me just doing it for them, I would think of their future girlfriends or spouses and insist on them learning to do things. I did not want my future daughters-in-law to resent me. Good on you. I only had daughters, but I would have raised sons like you did. Every time I face a weaponized incompetence moment, I mutter my mother-in-law's name and a thanks so much. It is a struggle. I have a son and a daughter. I am raising them both to have life skills like cooking, cleaning, and so forth. Everyone needs to know how to do those things. Commenter 2. The problem with this advice is that his mess ends up in their shared space. It also leaves no room for the original poster to be untidy, ever, because then she is also contributing to the mess, and it becomes our mess, not his mess. For example, if the original poster cooks a meal, eats it, and cleans up after herself, great. She has fed herself and cleaned the kitchen. Then the boyfriend wants to eat, and either cooks or brings takeout and leaves food out and dishes or trash everywhere because he will take care of it later. And later is when he gets to it, which is when he feels like it, which, in my experience after going on strike in a similar situation, can be weeks to never, okay, I broke after a month. And that stuff accumulates. It is gross. As to the second point, also, in my experience, apparently when the person who normally tidies up, does all the laundry, and puts it away leaves one sweatshirt on a chair upon getting home, that is the equivalent of the non-chore contributor leaving dirty clothes and towels on the floor next to the shower for the dirty clothes fairy to collect, or shedding a trail of dirty clothes down the hallway and just leaving them there. Those two behaviors are exactly the same. Both parties are creating the mess, which is why the tidier person is tidying it. Our mess is her mess. That relationship taught me the only way to teach a messy guy how to clean up after himself is to move out and force him to live in his own mess alone. Commenter 3. I stopped a couple of my ex-boyfriends from doing this nonsense by expressing concern. Learning how to use a vacuum cleaner is pretty easy, so if you are genuinely struggling to learn how to properly vacuum a 950 square foot apartment, I am really concerned that you might have a learning disability. Same. I told my partner his apparent inability to do basic chores and tasks was making me view him as a simpleton, and the attraction was dwindling by the day. Serious question. How was that received? I might need to have that conversation soon. It truly shocked him that I viewed him as a simpleton. I also told him my home life would be easier and calmer without him, and that I fantasized about my own nice, clean place. We are now married for 17 years, and he does dishes, vacuums, laundry, makes the bed, and feeds the cat. He is proud of it and calls other men bums who do not take care of their house. Commenter 4. Definitely weaponized incompetence. He should be embarrassed by his behavior because it is pathetic. He wants to play at being an adult without actually taking any responsibility to learn how to be an adult. My teenage son asked me to teach him how to cook. As I showed him, he pulled out his phone and took detailed notes. He repeatedly told me, "Let me try that. Like this." I constantly had to step back so he could do it because he wanted to learn. By the third time, he was doing it on his own flawlessly. We still make pizza together because it is fun. The other night, the dough was a little sticky, so I put some corn flour under the cornmeal on the pan. He saw me and asked, "What did you just do?" "That is not on my list." "Why is that not on my list?" Laughing out loud by the end. We were both laughing so hard as he accused me of hiding steps. He is my youngest. His siblings are all capable young adults in their 20s. The common thread, when they wanted to learn something, the phrase, "No, let me do it," was the most common one I heard. Vacuuming. Plug it in, turn it on, push, what else is there to understand? That is what I would tell my teenager. If he said, "You do it better," I would say, "Of course, I have had more practice. Now you need practice. Just do it." If he says he forgot how to cut something, cut one slice, say, "Like that, now you do it," and walk away. Your choice is to refuse to play into his weaponized incompetence or break up with him. As it stands, he is not ready to live on his own, and he has decided you are his new mother. So if he acts helpless, you will just do everything for him like his mother did. Yuck. We are really overthinking this. The boyfriend is simply trying to train the original poster to do it all for him. He is halfway there because she gets frustrated with him pretending not to know basic things and goes ahead and does it herself. In my humble opinion, this is one primary way you can tell that you are with a selfish person who does not mind burdening you to lighten their own load. And this line seals it for me. He told me relationships are about helping each other. What help is he giving the original poster? It does not sound like he does anything except maybe contribute monetarily, which the original poster does not need. Commenter 5. Not the asshole. Return him to his mother and say you would like to exchange him for a functioning adult. She has done him a disservice, and you should not indulge him, nor should your mother. This was my ex-boyfriend. He was divorced because his ex-wife did not want to have children with him, and at first that made me sad for him. Then I figured out no one wants to parent a partner and a child. I agree that these types of parents do their soon-to-be adult children a disservice by not training them for independence. But this is about adult initiative and not blaming his mother still. I have edited typos. My ex-boyfriend lived at home while going to university. He had never lived anywhere else. I was there one day and we were hungry, so I suggested we cook something simple. He did not know how to use the stove. It was gas. I had only ever used an electric one. So, I wanted to be sure I did not blow anything up. I had to go ask this guy's brother how to work the stove because my boyfriend at the time did not know how to. His reasoning for me going to ask his brother was that he will make fun of me. Yes, like he is not going to make fun of you for asking me to ask instead. The guy I was dating was in his mid-20s. His brother was still in high school.